Hello, hello, my awesome family. How are you doing? I'm delighted to be your host one more time on the Awesome Music Show. And we're going to be having a very exciting guest in our Awesome Music Spotlight for this another broadcast. And as usual, it's another awesome day given to us by an awesome God to do some awesome things. And we shall be doing some awesome things on this show. I hope you're doing well wherever you're joining from, wherever you're seeing this broadcast from. We're live on our Facebook page, we're live on our YouTube page as well, DLT Music. And you can post your comments in the chat and support the show as best as possible. Also, before we go into our live discussion, I want you to know that the Awesome Music Show has been nominated for the Best Radio Show Entertainment uh, in the ABGMA Awards 2022, and we want you to be a part of that as well in terms of voting and making sure that this show is selected for the award. So we have just a few more days to go. Voting closes at 11 p.m. on the 31st or midnight on the 31st, and you can vote unlimited. So several voting is taking place. Several persons are messaging me to remind me of sending out the reminders to people to vote. So you can make sure you send your votes in as well, and we will be sure to be appreciative of those. So the voting link is soulrisemusic.com/vote ABGMA categories media option 2 for best radio show entertainment. So you're going to be seeing category 26, which is media, and you would click on option 2 for best radio show entertainment. I'll be sharing a personalized link in the chat as well so that you can use that link to go straight to the voting platform and do that as many times as you wish, all the way up to the 31st. So thank you so much for supporting the show. The theme for the months of July and August is I'm young, I'm bold, and confident. And all our guests so far have been talking on the theme, and we are really happy that they have been able to encourage our young people. So many young people are out of school now for the summer, and some are moving on to colleges and universities. And I'm sure the show will be an inspiration to them because they would need to hear words of encouragement, words of advice on great career choices and things that they can do to further themselves in the field of education. So we go all the way to Pakistan with Awesome Spotlight today, and we are delighted to have on our show today a wonderful woman who will be sharing. She is a devoted Muslim. She did her MBA in finance from Karachi University Business School. She's also a businesswoman and a teacher, and she has also a passion for traveling and also expanding her knowledge horizon. Also, she wants to explore new destinations. My guest on the Awesome Spotlight today is Miss Javeria Adeel. Thank you so much for being my guest on the show, Miss Javeria.
Thank
How
you
are you
so
doing?
very much for inviting me in and
Really?
getting me on the show. I really am delighted to be here with you today.
Thank you so much. And you are our first guest from this side of the world. We have done interviews with persons from Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and you are one of our first guests from another part of the Middle East. And we're really happy to have you on because I'm sure there's an audience that will be delighted to hear what you have to share with us today, and that's really awesome because we want to spread the show right across the world so that people can learn so much more from not just Jamaicans or Americans, but you have a lot that you can offer, and we are sure that this will be something that people are looking forward to. All right, so we are really happy to have you on, and we want just to learn some more from you and to learn from your experiences as well, because they say experience teaches wisdom. And I'm sure this will be something that we can all look forward to on this show. All right. So, as a mom and a wife, also as an educator, tell us a little bit about your upbringing and what were some of those early principles that you live by. Because I'm sure, being the woman you are today, there must be some principles that you had to abide by while growing up. So, tell us a little bit about some of those.
Well, actually, I've been brought up. I was born here in Pakistan. I was brought up here. Both of my parents, mashallah, they are retired professors now, and they
Mm-hmm.
have been into the field of education. So, I opened up my eyes, surrounded by books, surrounded by, the lectures, the teaching, and everything.
Yes.
So perhaps that actually became the basis for my interest in coming towards this field and teaching and everything. Huh?
Right.
So, and honestly speaking, it's because of my mother and my father that they are the ones who actually gave me confidence, because in our part of the world, in our society, girls are not being given that much liberty to
Right.
do whatever they want to do. So, but Alhamdulillah, God bless my parents, and
Mm-hmm.
they are the ones who actually, they built up my confidence level from the very beginning. Like when, still I remember when I was in, they actually sent me to a very good school where they were really into grooming their students and all. So they really
Right.
worked hard.
Mm-hmm.
Their focus was that I should be confident enough to pursue whatever I want to do.
Right. Right.
So I should be, I always give credit for all my achievements, for everything to them. They
That
are
that
the
is that,
biggest.
that is awesome. So, do you have other siblings, like older
Yes,
siblings?
we are actually two sisters,
Mm-hmm.
and in our, like, in again, in our part of the world, usually people are always trying their level best to have sons, and like daughters are not that much considered, although mindsets are changing now and they have changed a
Mm-hmm.
lot. But
Right.
at our time it was like, you people did ask my mom, you don't have a son? So always my father and my mother, they used to say, no, we have two daughters, and alhamdulillah we are happy, and whatever,
Right.
like they'll be the one who will be carrying out our name, and through their
Mm-hmm.
confidence, through their work, they'll be inshallah, getting our names enlightened throughout the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty much proud to say that that's their confidence that is actually that made me what I am today, that actually helped me to pursue what I wanted to pursue. Although I got, there were many a times that I was like, literally on the verge of leaving behind
Mm-hmm.
everything. But
Right.
alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, as well as my parents, they
Yeah.
are, and still they do support me, even
Mm-hmm.
in whenever I'm going through some tough times, or because life is all about tough times as well. You're not always and always getting, it's not a piece of cake, and you're not
Mm-hmm.
you're getting into problems, you're getting into issues and everything. But my mom is always there. She is the one who is my mentor, guide, mom, friend, best friend, like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Wow, wow, that is so awesome, because family support and parental support is always so important, because a lot of people don't play that, and I know a lot of adults who struggle even in adulthood because
Mhm.
they lack the support of mothers and fathers. So that's very important, and I'm happy that you have that kind of support. Also, you mentioned they are retired professionals and they have pushed you into education. So that would really um, expose my next question, which would come to ask in terms of your chosen field of education. How early did you decide it's going to be education? Because even though you have an MBA in finance, but you can being an educator is still a wide field. How early did you find that passion in terms of focusing on education?
Honestly speaking, I don't know my age when, like, because from the very beginning, I remember I used to play with my cousins, my sister.
Yes.
We always used to play school. That's what we called. Like
Yes.
during the summer vacations, especially. So
Yes.
we usually, during the summer vacations, I used to visit my grandmom's home, and over there, all my cousins and my sister as well. We all used to be there for 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
and over there, our only play that we used to play, even the boys of our, like, the cousins who are boys and girls, everyone, they used to sit, and I was the one, me and my one of my cousin, we both used to teach them
Be the
whatever
teacher.
we were knowing at that
Yes.
level. I don't remember the age,
Yes.
how this passion developed. Perhaps it's more kind of a genetic thing as well. Also, the atmosphere that I got earlier. So I don't remember the age since when I was into teaching. And
Yes.
on the other hand, when as I grew up, starting growing up and looking here and there, so I got my interest in business as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it was, my mom tells me it was fourth grade or fifth grade. I used to say, okay, fine, I'll go for an MBA because
Mm-hmm.
I wanted business as well. Like both the
Yes.
things were happening simultaneously.
Yes, that's
My
fine.
father was, yeah, my father was of the opinion, no, go for because your English is very good, so we'll go for a master's in English literature. But
Mm-hmm.
uh, that was the confidence given to me by my mom and dad.
Right.
I always used to say, no, I'll be doing my MBA and I'll do it. So when the
Mm-hmm.
time came and when the decision has to be taken, so at that time, my father said, okay, fine, these are the business schools available in our area. So if you be able to pass the entrance test, fine, you can go for the MBA. I won't stop you. But the other
Mm-hmm.
option you can keep in mind, you can go for masters in English as well. So
Because
I
that's what
was,
he preferred.
yeah, he was very much, he was very much interested in that. Even today,
Yes.
like these days, he says, you should have done that as, okay, fine, I can do it now. I love learning.
Yes.
I still do. So
Right.
that is
Right.
the case. I don't remember the age, honestly speaking. Like it's
That
coming
that
from
is
very,
good.
very early.
Right.
So,
Right.
but today I do realize that you can have not. Usually, people say that you have only one passion. In my opinion, not just one passion. You can pursue two or three things together if you really want to.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what I am doing. And life is tough, no doubt in that, because managing things together, studying as
Mhm.
well with the kids, and it's really tough. But
Right. Right.
I'm doing it.
That's true. That's true. Because you mentioned a point which I shared with a guest on my show last year, and we were talking about even young people having more than one passion and
Mhm.
what to choose. And my advice on the show was to choose the one that you feel strongest about first,
Right.
and then uh, basically fuse the others into it. What would be your advice to young people that are watching? They have a passion for business, they have a passion for music, maybe fashion. What would be
Mhm.
your advice to young people who might be in a state of confusion, which I know a lot of them are? What would be your advice?
In my opinion, like at my age, when you are grown up, you are having a family.
Hmm.
So if you are doing something that you actually didn't want it to do, like your
Hmm.
passions were different, but you are, in a certain job that is not up to your, what you say, it's not your passion. So
Yes,
fine with it. Go ahead because you cannot neglect your family because otherwise, other financial issues might come up.
that's true.
But life gives you a certain, there comes a point, there are
Right.
some chances, there are some, you do get a little bit of free time for yourself as well. So if
Mm-hmm.
you really feel like that you did get that time, even for a short period of time, do go, towards your passion. Do try to achieve that thing. That's what I tell my husband as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he's, mashallah, a very artistic kind of a person. He loves
Yes.
doing things like that. So, and he's an engineer, so it's totally, two fields, they are totally different. But
Mm-hmm.
now I know what were his passions, and also I usually tell him, fine, whatever, even if you are, for example, if you are in a 60 plus, 70 plus, whatever your age is, but if you're getting some time, you're getting some kind of thing, okay, fine, now I can do it. So go for your passion,
Right.
because it's
Yes.
never too late.
That's true. That's true. Because sometimes people write themselves off because they may think, "Hey, I'm past 40 now," or "I didn't get this while I was going to school."
Yeah.
So your encouragement is really on point because people still have a different view on it. I read some time ago that throughout one's lifetime, most people will change their careers at least twice, and I've seen that with a lot of people. They may do one job till until they're 40 years old, and they suddenly change to something else that's more exciting, that they have more passion for. So that's really really a good thing. All right, so you have spent some time in the UAE as well,
Yes.
and based on your time spent in UAE and being a resident of Pakistan, what would be some of the advice you would give to young people in terms of career choices? Because we're in a part of the world where certain careers are in demand and certain job fields are more favored than others. So, what would be some of your advice that you would give to young people along that line?
Well, the very first advice that what I have seen, what I have experienced is that, first of all, if you are coming to UAE, fine, do look for, it's good to earn more. It's really good
Right.
if you are getting a chance,
Yes.
fine. But in my opinion, everything should be going stepwise. Like if you are getting a job, if it's even, a little bit paid less, just
Mm-hmm.
don't give up on it.
Right.
Just pursue it, and then once you have said, if it's, even if it's UAE, it's any other country of the world,
Mm-hmm.
just
Right.
if you really feel like that you are moving there, and you'll have, your children will be getting a good future because of your job, and because you'll be getting something good, even the
Mm-hmm.
salary is less, or you're getting some kind of, less facilities, still go
Mm-hmm.
for the job.
Right.
Just don't, because I have seen many people around me, there are, and saw in UAE as well, people were like, no, we are not being paid that much, so why should we do this, why should we do that. I have seen many other nationalities there, like even
Mm-hmm.
they are willing to work on low wages as well,
Right.
because what
Right.
they are doing is they are strengthening themselves in a foreign country, and that's
Right.
what matter. you know
Mm-hmm.
Not every job is forever. You can switch, you can get more opportunities. So it's always good, never ever, in my part of the world, usually people are going after, like, we should be getting more, we should be getting, maximum kind of salaries and lavish lifestyles and everything. And lavish lifestyles, they do come, they, those
Mm-hmm.
things depend on your choice. But for some time, you do, if the struggle is there, go for it. Never hesitate, never
That's true.
hesitate working hard.
Right.
Because, my father, he always taught me, beta, hard work is key to success. Whatever you are working for, whatever, even if it's your passion or not, you are doing something for your family. Just don't give up easily, just because you
Mm-hmm.
are not getting paid good, you're not being, for example, there are many workplaces where you're not being treated well. Just trust your Allah, and a day will come when you'll be, going through that, and you'll be getting something very much, much bigger, much nice, great salaries and everything. So that's
Well.
what my advice is, that focus on working hard,
Mm-hmm.
and do not at all, don't stop, struggling for what you really want. I always and always, whoever comes to me, or whenever we are discussing, even amongst our friends, we are discussing that it so happens we are not getting that much. So I say just relax and have faith in your Allah, faith
Hmm.
in God, that you'll get to whatever you want to do once after this struggle, inshallah.
Right. That's very important because I have learned that even new employers look on the length of time someone spends in a job. So if on your resume you only spend 3 months here, 2 months there, 5 months there,
Yeah,
for the new employer, he's thinking I'm getting someone who is unstable because I might employ this person and within 3 months they're going to be leaving again. I have to go through the whole process of um, engaging other recruiters for new employees. So you have said something that's really important: building their resume, building their work experience in a foreign country
okay.
sometimes should be your main focus. And the encouraging part is that the high paying job that comes with the great benefits will come eventually. So
Definitely,
don't
yes.
aim just for the high paying job, but aim for something that you can use to build yourself, build your work experience, and that will propel you into something else. That's really, really important. And I thank you so much for that. We
May
are
I add
dealing with,
something more?
yes,
I
go
just
ahead, sure.
something just came up in my mind.
Hmm.
We were actually talking in UAE context, right? But in
Hmm.
Pakistan only. Let me tell you, it's my very personal experience. That's why I'm sharing. I'm
Yes.
an MBA, so everybody over here, my friends, my family, and people around me, they were like, "Oh my God, you're an MBA, so you should be earning that much and this and that." So
Hmm.
I got once I completed my MBA, I got married, so I didn't get a chance to build up my career and everything. I was not thinking about doing anything at that moment.
Hmm.
Then I
Hmm.
had kids, I got time, I got settled in my with my in-laws and all. So my husband was really, he encouraged me a lot, that fine,
Right.
do whatever you want to do. He was like that.
Hmm.
So, but in my personal opinion, I was like, that I should be giving more time to my kids. Like whatever I'll be doing, I should be, balancing both the things, my kids as well as like my kids, my house, and my career. So what I decided for myself, I went for, that was my mother's advice as well, that go for something like, do your own business, fine with that.
Hmm.
I'm doing that right now, but with that you can go for a teaching job as well. So I applied here. I said, okay, fine. I first choose. I have taught at the university and college level as well,
That's
but
great.
after that, I started to, I decided, no, let's explore the school side as well. So I got a job here. It was a very, they were paying very less amount, but
Hmm.
the main advantage of that job was that when I was sending my kids to school and when they were coming back, like they were going with me and they were coming with me. So
Wow,
that
that's
was the
good.
biggest advantage. I was not
Hmm.
given any extra time, and that time only when my kids are not around, like when they are in school. So I was doing that job. So
Hmm.
I actually opted for that. I said, okay, fine. My resume will be building up, and I'll be
Hmm.
gaining experience and all. When I got that job, everybody around me, literally everybody, be my friends, family, people I meet, what exactly are you doing? Why are you doing this job? What exactly are they paying you? And
Yes.
that is a very teeny weeny amount. What will you do? You are an MBA. You should be doing something big. Go for some office job. Go for some
Hmm.
banking. For the banking sector, you can do big things. Even some of my friends who are mashallah now at very higher posts, because
Yes.
they are some of the girls and boys, both of them, like they are at very high posts. What, you are teaching in school? I mean, what exactly are you doing with your degree? Why are you doing it? Why an MBA in finance? So, yeah, fine with that, but for me, my first priority are my children. So
Yes.
I should be looking there, because if I started focusing totally on my career, like
Hmm.
and neglecting my children, so that would be really having a very bad impact on my uh, you know house, my kids, my husband even. So that was the thing I got to hear about. And still, Like these days I'm not teaching because I'm actually focusing on completing one of my degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So people do say, when I left that job, they were like, "Oh, you did a great job. That was not, paying you at all. You were wasting your
Right.
time, this and that." So I said, "Okay, fine. What can I say?"
Right.
But
Right.
honestly speaking, my own that's my own what thinking is that even if you're getting a little amount, fine with that. On the other hand, my resume is building up now, so that's
Mm-hmm.
totally fine. That's completely fine. Good days will come, definitely, when once I'm in the schooling sector and I'm a teacher. Gradually I'll grow. I
Mm-hmm.
may get now, alhamdulillah, I'm having a teaching license as well, so with that I'll be going to higher salary packages as well, good schools and all
Mm-hmm.
that. So that's what I wanted to say, that never ever, the very basic thing is, don't listen to everybody around you.
That's
Just use
true.
your mind, use your thoughts, use your own understandings as well in deciding up for your, for yourself, what exactly you want to do, what is how you want to do, and never ever give up on your passions, on your things. Always and always keep yourself motivated. That's what I want to say.
Wow, this is so encouraging, even to me, because so many times the crowd and the persons around you can seem so loud in your ear, telling you not to do this, to do that,
Yes, yes, yes.
and a lot of people end up being confused and doing nothing. But I'm happy that you said through all of this you were focused, you knew what you wanted, you knew your
Yes.
end goal, and you stuck to it. And you said something that's very important, is your family came first, and neglecting your family for a high paying job would have resulted in other problems that possibly would have been lifelong problems. So that's very, very important, and I really appreciate you sharing that. Also, the you gave some advice, also for mothers, because that's one of the questions I wanted to ask. But in your presentation just now, you actually gave advice, but you could just add some more to it, and then I'll ask you to just share on the theme for the month, which is I'm young, I'm bold, I'm confident. So just share some advice to mothers, just as you did a while ago, which was really, really encouraging. I'm sure there are mothers who are watching and they would love to hear something more that they could use to integrate in their families as well.
Well, my advice again, the mothers would be that fine. Allah has given you this power. Allah has actually made you a mother because it's not in our hands. And
Right.
there are many women out there who are unable to, get into a although they are married and they are trying, but they are not having kids. So
Wow.
fine with that. That is, but that is from something which is not in our hands. But
Right.
those women out there who are mothers, who are like, who are at, see, there comes a phase when children grow up, when they are well settled or doing their stuff, that
Mm-hmm.
you get some amount of time for yourself. So
Right.
always and always, never ever feel that, oh my God, now my kids are all grown up, so now I can't do anything. No, that shouldn't be your thinking. Honestly speaking, you should
Right.
always and always always and always be motivated, that fine, even if now I'm 40, now I'm 50, I can still do this, I can still do
Yes.
that. I have seen many women in my part of the world as well. Some of them really, they are pursuing they started pursuing their careers after their kids have grown up, their kids have gone to the universities, and there are endless possibilities now. We are living in such a age, in over here we can't say that, "Oh, okay, fine, now we can't do anything now because now we are out of a certain age range." You can
Right.
do it. Fine, if you want to be a beautician, you want to be a businesswoman, you want to sell clothes, you want to sell anything, even if you want to teach, you can go for that if you are getting time. But for me, as I already said, the family comes first. Once you
Right.
are out of that stage, fine, things are, well settled around you. You are
Mm-hmm.
getting time. You are getting, get yourself motivated. Okay, fine, now is the time, now I can do. Because I think everybody has got their passions, their motivations. Everybody. There,
Right.
there can be any kind of, you can turn your hobbies into something useful for yourself.
Yeah.
And it's good, it's good if you are, if you start earning through your passions, then it's the best thing. I must say that's the best thing you can do.
Because you're earning while you're enjoying
Yeah,
the
that
same
is a
time.
blessing, honestly speaking. Because
Yes,
the
yes,
thing is that if you really want to, like, you are doing the job that you really want to do, then you truly are blessed.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And at the end closer to the end of the show, I'm going to ask you to just share any details about your business so that those who are watching will be able to support you as well. But before we go to that, the theme for the months of July and August is I'm young, I'm bold, I'm confident. And it's a theme that we want to use to just encourage young people around the world to use the strength that's within them to strive for greatness, to make good career choices, and to make the best of themselves. So just use a few minutes just to share with our young people before we go to the information about your business along that topic. Go ahead.
All right. Well, in my opinion, again, age is not the limit.
Yes.
Whatever your age is, if you wait, you can do it. Like, whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Right.
Because we deliberately, we ourselves put ourselves in chains, that now is not the time to pursue our passions, to do anything. Age is just, that is simply numbers. Fine,
Right.
somebody is 20, someone is 30, 40, some simply numbers. All that
Mm-hmm.
matters is that life do gives you a chance. So be confident, above all, first of all, you should have faith in yourself, faith in your God,
Mm-hmm.
and faith to pursue whatever you want to do.
So
So
true. True.
everybody, I should say, be it someone who is male, female, even kids, teenagers, focus on what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can pursue your dreams, your passions. You might get a chance to pursue your passions as career. Make it
Mm-hmm.
your career, then
Yes.
you'll be having a wonderful life. Even if you are getting paid less, fine, because money is not everything. Money cannot buy you happiness always.
That's
And
true.
according to our religion, in our faith, it's been always said that Allah has, written a certain amount of money, what you say, we call it risk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Money or the food we eat, everything is all pre planned. Allah has sent that to us. Like if I'll be making 10 number of clothes, like for example they are 10 in 10, so I won't be able to make it the 11th one, because it's
Mm-hmm.
already written, it's there, it's coming from Allah Almighty.
Right.
So then why I should be fretting about getting all the money and earning and earning and earning, because it will not give me any kind of happiness, you know but a time well spent with your family, a time well spent with what you want to do, that really counts. And money will come in. Money will go nowhere. If it is being destined for you to travel anywhere, you will travel there.
Mm-hmm.
If it is not destined for you, like, you will be, I have seen it, because I
Mm-hmm.
have travel after, especially after my marriage. Even before marriage also, we used to go places with my mom and dad. So even after marriage, I traveled with my husband 2 or 3 times, even UAE. So over
Mm-hmm.
there, I we came into such things, like we didn't wanted to leave. We were like, okay, fine, maybe something comes up,
Yes.
but it didn't. We had to return, and honestly, when we returned, we got much bigger opportunities here.
Wow.
So it's all,
So awesome.
it's good. Now I thank Allah, Alhamdulillah. I said, fine, I am all ready to travel anywhere whenever I
Mm-hmm.
get a chance. But I'm happy here as well because I have my
Yeah.
family, I have my friends, I have my well wishers, I have my own home. I'm doing what I want to do and very
Mm-hmm.
comfortably. Alhamdulillah. No matter where I am, no matter where I live, as far as my family is with me, as far as money will pour in. That's what I believe.
That's
It's
true. That's
my
true.
best. So be confident, be bold, and do whatever you want to do. That's what I say.
Wow.
Whenever
Wow.
you get a chance.
That's true. That's so awesome because you mentioned something that I know a lot of young people are clamoring for, getting the fancy car and that
Yes.
apartment and all these kinds of things, but missing the very integral steps in terms of building their self-esteem, building their careers, building their resume, so that can be sold to other potential employers. So you have mentioned a very important point, and you mentioned several times in your answers as well about being patient and waiting, because money will always come. And while
Money
you were
will come.
talking, while you were talking, if for those who follow the news, some of the richest men in the world are always making the news lately, and it's not for good publicity. So I just imagine you are so wealthy but unhappy, and you mentioned the point that money don't always buy happiness, and that's really so good. So I'm hoping that those who are watching, you are tuning to this broadcast, you will be encouraged by these statements from our very awesome guest, Ms. Javeria Adeel.
Thank
Also, she is a businesswoman, and before we close, I just want you to share any details about your business, and if you want to share email address or any form of contact that people can support you in your business. And also, I'm sure at some point you'll be getting back into education, so we'll be seeing you on the education scene as well. So share any
you.
form of contact details you'd like to share, and tell us a little bit about your business as well.
Well, as I already told in quite a great detail that I was a mother. So once I got like both of my kids for they when they were born. So after that, I was like that I want to do something, while remaining keeping myself in home with
Yes.
them, and so I just came up with this idea of having my own Facebook page related to my
Hmm.
business because um, I actually am in the clothing business right now.
Right.
Like I'm selling Pakistani dresses,
Hmm.
which we usually wear the stole. I should give you a description that we usually
Hmm.
wear shalwar kameez and then a stole. These are the three piece, the two-piece suits and all that. So I'm into doing the business. Also, I'm providing I'm selling all these clothes not only in Pakistan but also I'm sending them to I have clients in Canada, America, UAE. So
Hmm.
usually my consignments are going there as well. And
Right.
I also went into customized clothing as well because those Pakistanis who are living abroad, so they don't have that much because I myself also live in UAE, so I know that we don't get that much Pakistani variety there because the
Right.
quality of the cloth is excellent, honestly. And many people from different nations of the world, they go for like they really admire
Hmm.
Pakistani clothing. So that's what I do. So usually selling all these clothes. I have a Facebook page with the name of House of Rania, right? And over there, I usually update all whatever the latest trends are, whatever in Pakistani fashion. Usually,
Hmm.
I am into cosmetics as well, but not that much. I'm still exploring that horizon right
Hmm.
now, but my clothing business it's going good, and I have
Right.
clients here in Pakistan as well. I have a alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, huge clientele here. So people, they are usually getting stuff because I never ever compromise on quality. I may compromise on profit.
Hmm.
Usually, it's like that. Yeah, because
But you keep the quality
because of
up.
the rising inflation, the prices are getting higher and higher. I try my level best to provide very good quality, sometimes even excellent quality,
Right,
and at very reasonable prices. That's what my you know kind of motive is.
right,
So
right.
for that purpose, I have a Facebook page. I'm on Instagram as well,
Mm-hmm.
and apart from that, I'm selling face to face more over here because I have the clients around me, and I also have a WhatsApp group as well. So people are
Mm-hmm.
added there from different parts of the world, and
Mm-hmm.
then they are from there only they are able to give me orders whoever are interested, and then I usually send them on a very I try my level best
Right.
to give out products at very reasonable prices. That's what I do.
That is true. That is true, and that's really what everyone is looking for now is
Yeah,
quality at good prices, affordable prices,
yeah.
while you keep your business sustainable. Could you just repeat the Facebook page name? It's House of.
House of Rania, Rania.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
On Facebook and for Instagram, same name on
Instagram,
Instagram.
I have Instagram. It's yes, it's the same. It's actually Instagram is not that much active these days. I am
Okay,
into
so we
the
just work with the
yeah,
Facebook page.
yeah. I'm more working on Facebook right now.
Okay, okay,
It
that's
is
great. That's
there.
great.
I do post things, but that's it's not that much function. So
Okay, okay,
Facebook is my
that's fine.
main focus. Yeah,
All right, that's great. That's great. That's great. I really, really appreciate this because I mean, especially throughout the pandemic, a lot of people found new ways to make a living, to add additional sources of income, and this is really great. And I'm sure you're using up all the technology that you can use to get orders to these different countries, and that's really, really super. But it was really, really good having you on the show. I enjoy just listening to your various advice that you have given to. You spoke so highly of your parents, which is good, and also you spoke of the importance of family and also young people being confident of the talents and the gifts that they have and pursuing those dreams. And that's really, really awesome for you to share. And I really want to thank you for your time on the show. I know you're a busy mom and a businesswoman, so it's really good to have you on the show. I'm sure our guests will be enlightened by what you shared and all the comments and all the different sites that we're connected to. I'm sure the comments will come in from those for your interview as well. So really, really thank you, and thank you for being my first Pakistani guest on the show. And we hope to have others from other countries in the GCC and other countries around the world just the same. So it's really, really a pleasure to have you on. And we wish you all
same
the best
here.
in your
Same
business and
here.
in your family. And and to your two boys, we want to send our love and appreciation as well. All right.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for inviting me. And I really loved it. It was really good talking about all the things. And I really liked the topic that you came up because it is actually the need. It is really a need because nobody speaks that much about, because people lack confidence. That is the
Mm-hmm.
main issue. So you took up a very good topic. And thanks a lot for inviting me over.
Right.
Yeah.
All
Thank you.
right. All the best. All the best. It was our pleasure. It was our pleasure. And we wish you all the best as you go.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon. All right. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you so very
All
much.
right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it. Our special guest on the awesome spotlight for today is Javeria Adeel, and she's from Pakistan. She's an educator, a businesswoman, and she has shared so much with us, and we are really delighted to have her on the show. All right, so thank you so much as you go, and we will talk soon. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
being
sure.
on the awesome music show. Thank you so much.
Okay. Take care.
Welcome. Welcome. Bye.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was my pleasure to have our very awesome guest in the awesome music spotlight for today. And she shared so much that we can use to encourage ourselves as we go through these challenging times. We're just coming out of a pandemic, and I'm sure so many people are still looking for ways to earn. So many people are looking for ways to encourage themselves. And as she rightly said, so many young people are even lacking the confidence to go for their dreams. And we want to use this show as an encouragement to all those who are watching. Thank you for your comments. You are on Facebook, you're on YouTube. Thank you so much for your comments. I may not have called your names, but thank you so much for your comments and for all those who are sharing, wherever you're joining from. Thank you so much, and we want you to continue to share the link for this show. Share this show with your family and your friends, whether they're in Pakistan, UAE, the USA, Canada, in parts of Africa, wherever, Zimbabwe, Jamaica. How can I leave out Jamaica? Share this link with them so that they can see and hear from a different side of the world, and they can be encouraged by the words coming from Miss Adele tonight. All right, thank you so much. As always, it's another awesome day given to us by an awesome God to do some awesome things. Remember to vote, vote, vote. By the time you're watching the show, maybe the voting lines will be closed, but you can also vote and be a part of the wonderful experience of letting the show becoming number one. Thank you so much. See you on our next live broadcast when we shall be having another special guest coming through to share on this wonderful platform. Thank you so much. And as I go, my name is Dale T, saying thank you so much for sharing, and we look forward to another wonderful show uh, on our next live broadcast. All the best. Take care. My name is Dale T. Have a wonderful day.